I'm here with Shooter Jennings. This is the one interview we really wanted to do. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. You're possibly the most talked about act on the whole tour this year.
Really?
Yeah. We interviewed Kevin Lyman on Skype a couple months back, and he was thrilled to death to have you.
Yeah,
part
Kevin's
of this.
really cool, man, and we it's kind of a financial strain for us to pull this off with them, and we're doing it as a kind of show good faith with him, because Kevin's been really adamant. He really wanted us on the tour. I think he wanted us to kind of hold up the one corner of the box that he's building, you know what I mean? And so we're having fun. We're adapting the best we can. I think we're definitely kind of the pirates of the group, but we're having a good time.
What's the response been? I mean, have the crowds been really good?
Some of them, I mean, like our first show was in San Francisco. We missed the very, very first show. And we got there, and it was really looked like there was about 8 people out there, and I was like, wow. Oh man. But as it's gone along and word of mouth is carried, and we've taken to attempting to get as many people as we can. There's an adult daycare center that AT&T has put up, so we've actually flyered and given t-shirts out to the people who work there, because we know a lot of the kids' parents. I had a lot of kids' parents come up to us and be like, man, my kid's playing on a stage over there, but anyway, you guys are awesome. Pretty funny. Whenever we do capture people, I think they dig it for the right reasons. Yeah. It's just a matter of breaking through to those 16 and under that they've got walking around out there.
Right.
Love Broken Side.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. A lot of Devil Wears Prada shirts too.
Yeah, man. I have an Anne Hathaway shirt that I should wear that's Devil Wears Prada on it.
Have you been getting along with the bands really well?
Yeah, some I mean, it's weird because I could tell some bands I think were really standoffish with us at first because they didn't know what to expect. But we made, there were a couple bands coming out here. There was a band called Outformation that was on the first leg that Tom Morello, who has been a friend of ours for a long time, and he produced their album, and I knew about them. And then we instantly ran into this guy who plays guitar in the Architects, and he has a tattoo of my dad on his leg.
Wow.
So we've ended up making friends with certain pockets of people.
Right. You got to do something for me. You're familiar with Westbound Train, right?
Yeah, and I haven't seen them yet. They just got on. They weren't in the very beginning shows, or at least I didn't get a chance to see them.
Shit, man, you should come see us with us. We're gonna head there.
When do they go?
They are in like a half hour or so.
What
but they're
stage?
playing Hurley.com. You should totally go with us.
Come over there.
Yeah,
I'll go back. I'm gonna go back to the bus and eat really quickly, and then I'll run over there.
Right on. But the bass player, Thad.
Yeah, I met him.
Yeah, we interviewed them
yesterday.
You got to ask him where his moonshine is.
He has moonshine?
No. It's this whole big backstory. We interviewed him, and he was like, "I'm bringing that guy some moonshine."
Oh yeah, Shooter. How did we leave that out?
I've been thinking about that the whole time. I was like, maybe someone get a microphone. But I'm excited to see Shooter Jennings. I'm taking that guy some moonshine. See if he's a drinker.
See if he's a drinker. That's a
and
direct
he didn't
quote.
bring your moonshine.
Yep. So you got to ask him about it.
You know what? If this was the Charlotte show, we could probably have hooked him up and you up. But we're the Yankees don't have a lot of moonshine, so
they got Everclear. They think that's good enough.
Yeah, right.
So what's next for you after this?
We just finished an album that we're putting out in October called Black Ribbons. That's kind of a directional. I mean, I would say a directional change, but it's really just a very focused album. It's kind of a concept album, and there's not anything really directly throwback country or anything. It's definitely Southern jams on it, but it's it's pretty focused, and we're really excited about it, and that's why we felt like stepping out into this, and we're doing a tour in the fall to promote that when it comes out. It should be out around Halloween.
Okay.
And so we're really excited about that, and we're going on a couple tours coming up. So, our website, shooterjennings.com, is the place to go. Right now it says coming soon, but very soon shit will change. So.
Right. And one final thing, we have a segment on our show called Genre School, where we basically just break down a whole genre for people who are not really familiar.
Cool.
And who better to ask about alt country and that sort of thing than Shooter Jennings? Like who would you recommend for people that are just trying to get into the scene, people who are a fan of
new music?
New music, old music.
Well, I mean, because obviously you got to go back to the George Jones and the Waylon and the Willie and the Christopherson and explore the writing, and Hank Williams Sr., Hank Williams Jr., Hank Williams III, and all that. You have a lot of education to be learned from those people. But then you have all these new acts that are really good, like Justin Townes Earl and Old Crow Medicine Show, and
Yes.
Rhett Miller and the old 97s guys are keeping it together, and Ryan Adams even, man. I mean, I like the Cardinology album. He had that Follow the Lights EP where he did the Alice in Chains cover, Down in a Hole. It's like those guys are trying to weave this giant web connecting rock and roll and country, kind of breaking down the genres, and I think it's very there. You know, Drive-By Truckers, we're doing a street scene festival in San Diego, and at the end of August the Drive-By Truckers are on that, and it's really interesting because you got to really dig these days to get exposed to the right music. But if those satellite channels, XM, Sirius XM, Outlaw Country, that I do a radio show on, they always play really good music, and there's good southern kind of, if anything, just roots music being made everywhere. Unfortunately, the entire genre of alt country and Americana is clouded by fluff, so you have to definitely dig through the stuff and check it out. But I'm sure you guys are doing a good job of keeping people aware of what's out there.
We do what we can. I mean, but there's only so much you can do. But seriously, an absolute honor. I really appreciate it.
Got it, man. Don't worry about it, man. Thank you. It was very nice to meet you. Hi, guys. Keep supporting good music.